to Bear Lifestyle, the podcast where we talk about taboo topics to make them normal and acceptable. I'm your host, Simona Spark, and I'm so happy that you are here. We are about to get naked by stripping away insecurities, judgments, and all kinds of limitations to reveal the essence of who we really are, Bear. Bold, authentic, radical, express. Let's go. Here we are, everyone. Let's start with celebration. Please take a moment and celebrate yourself. You are freaking amazing. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate those around you. And I'm doing the same. Today, I'm celebrating with water. Cheers, cheers, everyone. Such an exciting day. It feels like, I know we talked last week, it feels like it's a shift and a turning point and a new direction. And it's so exciting. Those moments when you are feeling complete about something because you complete a project. For me specifically, I just completed my yoga and meditation gong. So 100 days ago, I committed to show up every day for a yoga practice and record it and post it on my Instagram. You could watch it at Simona Spark World. In a space where I barely took few lessons, I haven't been into a class or to be trained. My last ex really opened my mind and eliminate the resistance that I have around yoga practice and really got me understand the benefits of it. And I just dive in and I done it how I do pretty much everything. I just commit and I show up for it every day. And letting go of the perfection, letting go of, here's a huge one, what people might say or judge or believe or think. That not too long ago, this whole idea of showing up online, the fear, first of all, the fear of public speaking, all of that at the root of all is we don't want to be judged and we don't want to be rejected. So I remember not too long ago and what I was like just planning on in my business, right? To post this thing, to do this video, live video, and always haunted by the thoughts, what people will say. I hope I don't upset anybody, how I'm going to handle if I get some negative feedback, all the things, right? And guess what? All of that happened. People will be triggered, people will have negative comments, etc. And this time, pay attention to this. This time, when I commit to this 100 days or so showing up and post it on my Instagram, everyday yoga practice, I 100% let go of what people think. Like literally, I done it for myself. I wanted to create this habit to bringing into my life, into my daily routine. I wanted to keep myself accountable through posting online. I wanted to learn how to really listen to my body. I wanted to support my body in movement, my breath, my presence, all the above, right? And never thought for a second what people might say, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not a professional, or I can't bend as a pretzel and all the things. I let go of all. And you know what happened? In 100 days, never ever that I have a negative comment. Actually, it's been an amazing engagement, and I had so many people supporting me and being proud of how I show up. So I want to thank you all. If you're one of my followers on Instagram and been watching this yoga journey, and even engage into the pose. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being there. I want to thank you for your energy. And like always, I want to find the lesson in everything. I want you to take away from this little rant the fact that when we let go of what people think about us, you might be surprised. So here we are in this new season on our Bear Lifestyle podcast that I am very excited to see where this is going to take us, and really diving deeper into, I know I said last episode, sensuality, sexuality, relationship, romance, and all those things. But really is diving deeper into our own evolution and transformation and expansion. For those of you that have read my book, Raising My Voice, The Memoir of an Immigrant, you know, I'm a survivor of human trafficking. And for more than a decade, that trauma has been running my life without me knowing. And of course, through the process of deciding to tell my story and put it on the paper, it's been such a deep healing. What I recognize a couple years after is that up until the point I published the book, most of the healing was around understanding how I got in those situations, understanding my participation and contribution into this experiences, taking the ownership, and then moving into a phase of eliminating the shame around it. And that was huge. That was huge. Maybe you are someone that something happened to you, or you might initiate some kind of sort of action that you're not proud of, and you're carrying around all the shame for what happened. That will be something that I want to invite you to look at. What is it that you need to eliminate that shame, to free yourself from that weight, to forgive yourself, and to recognize that you are a new person now, and you get to choose a new way of doing life. You get to choose a Bear lifestyle, a lifestyle where you own your beauty and you show up bold. You dream big, right? You show up authentically. You take radical actions, and you're no longer afraid of fully expressing yourself. Now, what I got to discover for the past 3 years, just being in this space of dating, and 99% of the time being single, I dive deeper into my sexuality. And this goes beyond of just having sex with another person and how you feel and all that. Yes, that's true. And has been and still is a process of expansion. Looking at all these little components from like just meeting the person and how the conversation goes, to are we really connected energetically, like beyond the physical attraction or the sexual attraction, like being with a person in a space where a person or people, where everyone, all the participants are open, are honest, are transparent, are vulnerable, are speaking up, are expressing their desires, are willingly, lovingly holding a space for the other, where are committed to co-create a safe space to explore pleasure, but even more than that, to expand. I mean, sexual energy is probably the most powerful energy there is. It's a feminine energy. It's everything that goes into a feminine energy. It's life. Life, it's a life force. It's creation. It's nurturing. It's healing. I know I said it before, if there is insecurities around sex, or if there is a sexual trauma, wherever you are on your healing journey, the space where you could really test, if you wish, if you heal the parts that you've been working on, is by having sex. So I had a conversation the other day with one of my exes, and I was saying about all the experience that we go through. And for those of us that we are very intentional about our healing, we are intentional about creating genuine connections and relationship. We are intentional about growing and healing and expanding. Every time we have those experiences, gets to be better and better and better. And we get to open new doors. Like, what else is possible? It's my favorite question. What else is possible? What else is here? How can I expand this pleasure more? How can I take it deeper? How can I make this connection wider? Right? So we open so many doors. Now, here's the thing. What are you doing with those open doors? No, really. Think about when you have an amazing experience and you even talk, let's say with your bestie, and say, oh my God, I have the best sex ever. And I didn't know that I could do this. And I can't believe that I found myself doing that. Or I feel like this, or I feel like that, right? Like new experiences, right? You expand your comfort zone, you open new doors. And then what? Here's the invitation that I have for you. Walk through those doors. And you know that I won't say anything that I didn't do myself or I'm not doing myself. As I shared before, I get to have better and better experiences, and it's so much more. It's so much more to discover. Where? On those new doors. And you walk through them, and you meet the people that are behind that door that is taking you into a new space. And guess what? When you co-create, you open new doors. What are you going to do with that? We're going to walk through them again. It's literally the process of evolving. And it doesn't matter if we are talking about sensuality or pleasure or sexuality, or we are talking about business, or we are talking about friendships, or we are talking about learning a new skill. The mechanics of the process are exactly the same. We push ourselves out of the comfort zone. It's scary, but it's exciting, right? We got there, we calibrate to that, and now we are seeing new things because our horizon expanded. So are you stopping there, or are you moving forward? I hope you choose to move forward. And again, regardless of which area of life are you finding yourself into, hey, let me apply this thing. There are always two ways of expanding, horizontally or vertically, right? Do you want to go deep, or do you want to go wide? So that's where I'm at, and that's where I want to take you. While I'm here, basically documenting my life. Interesting. I never thought about that before. Yeah, that's what I'm doing here in this podcast. I'm documenting my life. I'm laughing because I just recognize, like, I was talking about this concept in my coaching practice for so long. Every time I created a program or a space or a mastermind, I always created for myself first. Like, I want to go there. I want to go into a new space. So I created the space, I created a container, and then I invite people. I'm like, I am going there. You are invited. but this is the work that I'm going. This is the skill that I want to learn. This is the space where I want to expand. And it's exactly what I'm doing here. Like this podcast, this season, today, that's what I'm going. I'm sharing with you. I'm in a space where I want to deepen my connection, deepen my pleasure, deepen my sensuality, and so vertically, and I'm taking action like horizontally. I'm looking like at the horizontal, like what kind of doors did I open so far, and I walk through them to create the space where I get to expand on all those little components. So yeah. I'm documenting my life. I'm creating this for me. As selfish as my sound, you are welcome for the ride. So I'll be curious to see what come up for you, just hearing all this. You could leave it in the comments, or you could direct message me on Instagram at Simona Spark World. And if you someone who is willing to jump on in this space with me to have a conversation about anything that you might consider being taboo, or people around you might say it's taboo, but it's normalized for you, then just shoot me a message and let's have a conversation. And if you have any questions or any proposal for the topics that you would like to be addressed here in this space, just message me and let me know what that is. So that's where I'm going to stop for today. And I want to invite you to follow me on Instagram. Things are moving and shifting and changing, not only with the podcast, but also in my business, in my academy and my coaching practice. Why? Well, because as we talked about before, I'm moving into a new direction, and I'm just calibrating everything to align with who I am now and where I'm going. So I'm very excited for what's coming up. I'm looking forward to see you there. And before I go, I do want to thank you. I do want to thank you for being here, regardless if you're being here for the very beginning, 80 episodes ago, or if you just arrived here for the first time. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for giving me your time. That's something that I most appreciate, at people, to give me their time and the space to play with me. So until next week, go ahead and have a bear experience. Be bold, be authentic, be radical, and fully express yourself. Mwah. See you next week. And this is where we landed. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And if you enjoyed the show, make sure you leave me a review to let me know. For more bear experiences, please go to simonaspark.com/bear and follow us on Instagram at simonasparkworld. I can't wait to have you back. Until then, be bear, bold, authentic, radical, expressed. See you next time.